Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dorks Daily. The sword is here. Dorks Daily. Here it is. Here it comes. Coming right at you.
Oh man, you started it too early. I was just in the middle of doing my exercises.
Hi everybody. What exercises?
That I do before every time we do a video.
Oh no.
See my
Can you stop that?
No, I'm going through
It's gonna
the
be too
whole.
loud on the microphone. Honestly. Guys, what's going on? We're at the beach again. Usually we do not do this during the week. 2 beach days in a row. But hey, it's
Gonna be the new thing for
crazy,
this summer, guys.
Crazy times right now.
This is a new addition to the channel. We're trying this new addition. Going to the beach every day.
It's just, I don't know.
We should be doing this in the winter
nice.
time for people.
In the winter?
Even when it's freezing out here.
We'll do it. We'll try. Anyway, guys, well, it gets dark too early.
Guys, I hope you saw my Jaws video on the shark I videotaped. I actually got that video out here, right where we are now. Oh no, we were down Johnson.
What's today? Thursday?
Yeah.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yeah.
Thirsty Thursday.
No, today's Wednesday.
No, it isn't. Is it?
Yeah, it's day 2.
Oh my God, it's Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Oh, man.
It's hump day for everybody normal.
Right now, everybody's like, come on.
Like, damn, why would you say Thursday? That's
Sorry.
horrible.
Sorry. What's going on, guys? Carnival. We'll talk about Carnival first. Carnival cancels a July 6th sailing of the Carnival Liberty.
Wow.
Apparently, there was dry dock issues with the workers. I don't know if there was some kind of strike or what.
The old dry
Something going
docker.
on. Anyway, guys, they just got notified, maybe yesterday, I think. I don't know. They're all going to get full refunds and 100% future cruise credit.
100%.
Yes, and they'll also cover up to $200 per person for airfare that was non-refundable.
Wait, what is this from?
Carnival.
Okay.
There's a ship that it was a July 6th sailing, so it's coming up. It's very close.
Is it the Triumph?
No, guys, let's talk about that. Who watched that documentary?
Poop Cruise.
OMG, okay?
Yo, Carnival's getting hammered right now. Like, I don't know if that came out.
They put a
at the
statement out
perfect
about
time.
this.
I almost feel like, though, guys, they showed a different brand of cruising back then. Like, when they were going through the Triumph, like, earlier, and I'm like, dang, this ship's beautiful.
Yeah, we
Really
thought it looked
nice.
like a nice ship, I guess, but we were looking at another ship that we thought was nice.
No, it's a Triumph.
was
Remember,
the
as they were going
Miracle.
to the beginning of the Triumph, we were like,
Oh.
wow, this is really pretty. And you know what's funny? I don't remember, like, the sunshine or sunrise looking like that in
The
there.
Sunshine, we went on the Sunshine, guys.
That's the
That
same
was
ship.
what they made the Triumph into. Obviously, after they cleaned it up. Let me tell you something. That video was completely insane.
She didn't know that all happened.
I cannot believe that the government did not step in and save those people.
Yeah.
That was a disgrace that they were left out there like that. I'm sorry.
At what point is
They
it considered
should've
like an
got-
emergency? Where, like,
That
we
was
have
a
people
state
just
of
floating
emergency
around.
to me.
Yeah.
There was children on there. The filth that was on there.
Yeah.
People could have got severely ill from that. Like, you can't have people in unsanitary conditions like that and just let it go on. They're just bobbing around in the ocean. They should.
Man,
let
we
me
must
tell
have
you,
been really stretched thin, like,
The
back then in
military should have stepped
Afghanistan or
in.
something.
I don't know what they were stretched thin on, but guess what?
I
You got
mean-
Americans stranded on a cruise ship, bobbing around in their own filth.
Bobbing and weaving.
They should have been picked up somehow. I'm sorry.
Somebody said because they were in
I can't
like
believe it.
Mexican waters, like you can't do that. But I'm
International
like,
waters,
that's
I don't
not.
know if they were or not, but guess what? There's exceptions to all rules, and
You gotta go get these
everybody in all the countries should have been like, yeah, you got to save these people off this ship.
Now here's the thing. I still think
Like,
people
who
need to
cares?
watch it. I think by Friday, like everybody would have had to have watched it, right?
It was awesome. Don't get me wrong. It was very well done. It was great. I just can't believe that happened. I can't believe that many people.
There's so
were
many more
left
people I want to
stranded
see
like that.
interviewed too. I feel like
I
they
know.
held back a little bit.
I feel like they need to get more people
man,
on camera about that.
yo, the one lady said something that kind of hit home a little bit.
Hmm.
She said like during the like when it was like really bad, she started to have like claustrophobia, and I was
Yes.
thinking, when people tell me like, "Don't you get claustrophobia on a ship?" I'm like, "No way, you'll never get that. It's so big." But when all your resources are gone, like there is no toilet, there is no bathrooms, there is no shower,
Guys, you gotta
there's no
watch
food.
it. You
like,
didn't watch it. Shut this off.
right?
Stop watching.
Yeah,
this.
stop watching this. Wasting your
And
time.
Go watch this documentary,
Please.
right now. Okay.
It is that good.
I want to watch it again. I feel
Really?
like I
You
need
want
to
to go
really
through it
like
again?
soak it in.
Michelle was yelling at the TV. I'm like, she's one of
I
them
was
weirdos that
yelling
yells
at
at
the
the TV.
TV.
I'm like, yo,
Guys, I'll yell at the
no
TV.
one can hear you.
I will
And
still
it's
yell.
already been done. This happened in 13, I think. Like, there is no fixing this situation.
I don't care. I'm still going to talk to it, and that's what I
Here's
do.
the question I have for everybody, though, and I want to know what you guys think. I'd love to see, like, a response on this.
What?
2 questions. 1, do you think if that happened today, on the state of Carnival today, how do you think that goes for anyone that watched it? Does it end just like that? Or do you think...
Does the captain get thrown overboard?
Does the captain get thrown? Because I would think if that happened now, and this is what's weird about Carnival going this route, like, I don't know how Carnival isn't nervous that I mean, I know they're nervous it could happen again, but that ain't going to end like that.
They redid all the ships. They found out what was wrong and was some kind of faulty thing. They spent like millions of dollars doing some kind of system that was on the ships, so this didn't happen again. I don't know. It was like a faulty thing or something.
So just imagine that happened today. Just the state of Carnival today, and
if you can't,
how would the kids
like a well-running cruise?
Yeah, you can't even. They're struggling to get through cruises. Period.
That are perfect. What are you going to do when this happens? You better like get prepared.
Yeah, and now the other question is, like, with internet, like, you know, the internet went out because the power went out and all.
Internet
now that was 2013.
2013.
Internet sucked back then, and internet sucked in 2019.
So I wouldn't even like.
But
that's like
my thing is how you can still email probably, but
I just feel like,
how would people handle today with no internet?
Yeah, guys.
Just imagine.
What do you think would go down today if that happened? Versus
people would start talking to each other again. They'd be like, "Hello."
I thought the best part was how they just decided, like, screw it, let them drink, and they opened the bars and gave everyone open bar, and they said that made it even worse. But I think that's
they were probably getting more violent, like,
or just like more mess.
Imagine being hungover. Well, the mess don't matter at this point. Come on, there's shit in the hallways.
I love the dude, guys. There's a guy. If you didn't watch it. They give you red bags.
Don't tell the end of it because people might not have seen it.
Well, they give you red bags. Imagine you're just given a red bag to do your business in. I wonder how many people had to get a second one.
Oh, I would have had a couple bags.
They said people were trying to throw them over.
She'd be bagged up.
What? They said people were trying to throw them over and it just like hit the bottom deck.
Ew.
And it splattered. And it was just
they were just throwing them bags into the ocean?
People were trying. Yeah, people were. People just.
Do you know at first, guys, and I thought this too. I'm like, why not just tell the dudes to pee over the side of the deck, right?
Yeah.
They considered that as an option. Everybody, just pee off the side.
Yeah, you go down to the lowest floor because if not,
side.
it's just going to go in people's windows. That's like.
How funny if you're in your room though, you just see pee flying everywhere. You're on a deck now. It wouldn't happen on a balcony.
Honestly, that's what they all should have did. I mean, what else are you going to? I'd rather that. If I was a cruise line, then like on the floor.
You know, I would have loved that, by the way.
And then
that would make my day if on a cruise they were like,
started coming back up. Like, oh.
If they told me I could just pee off the side of the ship, I would love that. I'd look forward to
that. That documentary was wild. You got to watch it if you haven't watched it. It's like it's nuts. They built like a tent city because no one could go back in their rooms.
I think everyone knows that. I think you're the only one that wasn't aware of this.
I didn't know.
I thought you knew it.
Well, in 2013, I was very busy. I sold a house, bought a house, just insanity with children.
But I thought we've reviewed this, like, ourselves. Like, did you hear about this? The ship?
No.
The poop ship?
It was 2013.
Like, we went on the Sunshine. I'm sure we looked it up. We had to.
We didn't talk about it. I think you mentioned it, but we didn't
I found out on the cruise that we were on the poop cruise. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny? I don't remember any. If you watch the video when they first go on that ship, I don't know. Maybe it's not the Triumph, but that ship did not look like that on that Sunshine. It looked nothing like that.
I don't remember. It was January 2020. Who knows? Anyway, guys, what else? Oh, Carnival has put out the first pictures of the new Celebration Key. Their new private island, which we are going to
photos, like,
with our group cruise. I think so, yeah, because it's opening July 19th, I believe, which is close.
Good idea.
So we're going to be there the weekend of August 15th. So I think we're going to be there on the 16th.
If you have the drink package, don't forget you can't drink there.
Yeah, if you have the drink package on that sailing, don't forget it doesn't work on the island.
Get it together.
So, guys, we have decided on our Carnival cruise not to get the drink package this way because we figure the majority of our drinking will be at Celebration Key. So why would I get a package that doesn't work there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're just going to get some pictures and a tower and try to have fun that way, and then enjoy Celebration Key. And we'll probably end up spending just as much as the drink package, but at least we'll get to enjoy Celebration Key. Right?
Yeah, I think it's
because if I buy that drink package,
it's 3 nights, so you're really just drinking one day.
Yeah.
I mean, at least me, I'm really going to get one good.
That's what I mean. So if we buy the drink package, we're not going to want to enjoy Celebration Key because we're going to be like, we should just go back on the ship. We have the drink package. But the whole point of going here, for me, I want to enjoy the island. I love that. I love an island day with the pool and the bar.
Yeah.
You know that? I that's what I like.
Are we in the adult area, or are we just going to be in the regular area?
No, we're going to try to find, I heard Calypso Beach is an adult-only area. You don't have to pay because we're not paying that ridiculous fee for Pearl Cove. And you're only allowed there 8 to 1 o'clock. Like, who wants that? So we're going to go to Calypso Beach. We can probably stay the whole day, I'm sure, till the ship leaves. I don't think we leave till like 4:30 or something.
4:30.
So why would they close Pearl Cove at 1?
Yeah, like...
I don't know.
You say somebody from the group was talking about maybe renting some.
Yes.
It's like you only get
Julie
9
and
to
Keith,
1.
They wanted to rent one of those, cabana things. It's like for 10 people.
Yeah.
And it looked awesome, gorgeous. It was big, like a wood floor.
So we have to get back on the ship by 1, but we're not leaving till 4?
No, you have to leave Pearl Cove by 1, but we're not leaving the island yet. So you're paying all that money for 8 to 1.
I don't get it. I swear something's wrong. Like you're gonna
get there and
be like, no, you're crazy. Why would it be that?
That's what it says.
I know multiple people told me the same in the
because you have to
barbershop.
book Pearl Cove. It's an excursion. That's what it's listed under. You book it, and it says the hours. It says 8 to 1 o'clock.
8 to 1.
That's it. So I'm not paying. You get 10 drinks with the price. I mean, I'm probably in a chair and umbrella, but it's like, oh, and if you want to use the restaurant, let's say you want everything, it's like almost $400. Wasn't it like $350?
It's insanity.
Yo, and so the restaurants, that means you got to get out there early. You got to be at that restaurant at like 11.
Is it breakfast?
No, it's just lunch. But it's like a restaurant, like a yacht club, I think. I don't know.
So
I don't know the menu, but
nice.
Yeah, it's going to be nice, I'm sure. But it's like, I don't know. That was my plan. If we were going to be there all day, I'm doing it.
That's right.
But guess what?
That's right.
They screwed us on this 8 to 1 business. Anyway.
What's this 8 to 1 stuff? I'm not even going to be out of the room by until like 10.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
So you're going to have
10?
no time there.
But now I'm thinking if we don't get out, we might have to get out early, because if we don't get out early, we might not be able to get a spot anywhere.
We're going to get out after breakfast. We're not getting off earlier than 10. Right?
So what time? You think like 10?
Yeah, 9:30, 10.
And that's going to be, and then we're going to, so wait a minute. Here's another thing too. Like I know you love to.
We're just going to walk or get a golf cart.
I know you love to party early. My thing is, so I'm going to start drinking at 10:30.
You don't have to. You can probably wait till lunchtime if that's what you want to do. We can be outside all day.
Yeah. It's crazy.
We'll plan that out. We didn't plan that yet, but
we didn't plan that part yet, guys.
Your drinking schedule yet.
Everyone did our first group cruise knows that we're big time planners, and we show up on time, if not early, for everything we do.
Well, we're going to try to get better at that, and this group cruise actually be on time where we're supposed to be.
And guys, I'm going to tell you, for anyone that I was late for, which I was pretty much all the time, just like the barbershop, but the late thing was more of an attack on Michelle than it was on anyone else. I'll tell you why.
Well,
Michelle's harassing me. I'm just trying to take a nap, trying to get every minute in. And she's like, we got to be there in 20 minutes. And I'm not even showered yet. And I'm like...
Listen, I told Sarah the hardest part of the group cruise was getting Jim out of the room.
I think I'm going to hire somebody to get me out of the rooms.
It's me! Who? You'll listen to someone else, but not me?
Just help. Maybe if somebody else comes in and
shut up. Then you need to go get a suite so we can get a butler, okay?
We'll give Tex one of those horse beating sticks. You know what I'm talking about?
He ain't always going to be there.
And you come in and just beat the hell out of me.
He's not always going to be there, okay? You have to just
Plus, I'll trick Tex into hanging out. We'll just be like, we can just sit down and watch TV right now. And just lounge.
Stop trying to watch
Why do we got to be
TV?
up running around?
Because that's why you're on the ship. You're not at home with your TV. TV Jim.
Yeah, well, TV on MSC was very disappointing. I will say that right now.
Good.
Okay?
Anyway, guys.
Nothing to watch.
Talking about group cruises real quick. Time is running out. Okay, if you want to book our November 1st group cruise on the Celebrity Apex out of Port Canaveral, guys, we're going to Puerto Plata, Puerto Rico, and St. Kitts. Okay, we have a sea day in the beginning and 2 at the end, which I love 2 at the end. And you have until the 4th of July to get our prices if you want to book with us and be in the group. You don't even have to be, I mean, you'll be in the group, but you don't even have to talk to us if you don't want to. You just want to go
price. No, you do. If you're in our group.
No, you don't have to. You could just be about your
I come looking for people. I knock on your door. You wait.
Do you think he's knocking for anybody?
Guys, ask the people on the first group cruise if I knocked. Ask Mike from Nebraska if I knocked. Okay, I carried Mike through the cruise 3 different times. All right, listen. That's what I do.
So, guys, if you want our prices.
In a bad hip.
If you want our prices, you have until the 4th of July to book, okay? After that, you can still book, but the price is going to go way up. So I think I checked yesterday. It was like $800 more now.
I got customers going on a group cruise. I've been talking to customers about the group cruise, and they're like, dude, I want to, like they started watching the channel a little bit, and they're like, dude, I just want, I cruised once before, but it's been a long time. I'm like,
yeah, people want to go.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. There's also the Celebrity Excel group cruise, February 1st. I don't have the date with me. You have to book that. I think it's in October. Not sure. I'll tell you tomorrow. But that Excel cruise is going to be amazing. It's going to be Celebrity's brand new ship. It's going to be like fabulous. Anyway, guys, I can't wait for that.
All right, can't wait for that, guys. I can't wait for my next cruise.
I know.
All right. Book it.
Anyway, guys, Carnival put out back to Carnival. Carnival put out a statement, okay, regarding this documentary. They're all like, what? They have this footage. They're so embarrassed.
Everyone's fired. Right now. Everyone's fired.
They're like, well, everyone probably quit from then. It's like a while ago.
Yeah, that would do it.
But anyway, guys, they said, okay, by the way, the documentary is called Trainwreck Poop Cruise. I don't think we've said that.
That's Carnival. That should be Carnival's slogan.
Yeah.
The train wreck.
Just the train wreck. Anyway, guys, they said, this is the funniest thing. You're going to love this. Guess what they said about this cruise?
What?
They said it was a teachable moment for the entire cruise.
It was a learning moment.
Listen, for the entire cruise industry. Don't bring others into this.
Yeah. What did you learn, by the way?
Wait. Why are they trying to bring up, like, the industry as a whole when this is just about them and their shit?
Yeah, you did it.
Okay? They're like, this was like a teaching moment for everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone can learn from this. Like, not just us. It wasn't just our ship. It's like the whole world's ship.
That was the moment the Costa captain flipped his ship over. But, I don't know what the dead people learned from it.
They said that there was a design flaw, like I said, and they spent $500 million to implement a fleet-wide program dealing with all kinds of crap that can happen.
Well, I will say this. Okay, in their defense, it did happen, and it'll probably never happen again.
No.
So that's huge, unless they just lose power or something.
Well, and guess what they also said? They're truly trying to pump themselves up because everyone's just.
They're like, by the way, you should try our FP whatever program.
They're saying how fabulous they've been doing. They're up so much this quarter from last year, and everything is up on their ships. Spending, booking, they have ships booked out.
Yeah. People love all the new programs.
Amazing right now. They're like,
so since everything's up so great, why not bring some of the stuff back that you got rid of? Or like just a couple things like the morning mimosa, or what are they, samosa? Not the samosa, the dosa. Bring the dosa back. Just bring the dosa. Yeah. We'll talk to you. We'll let it go. Bring the dosa back. All right. Yo, and things are up. Yo, stocks up. Did you see Royals up to like 280 something? Like, what's going on? $5 million a share. Gosh. Yo, when this all happened, guys, I just want you to know, I was telling everybody, I'm like, look, man, Carnival was at like 25 went before like COVID. I'm like, you got to buy Carnival stock because it was down to like $3 for, I don't know what it was, whatever the lowest. And I was telling them, I'm like, you got to buy it. And meanwhile, they're like, what about Royal? I'm like, nah, Royal's at 25. I don't know where that's going to go. Meanwhile, Royals at like 280, Carnival's at 25. Right? 25, 24.
You know what? During COVID, we had no money to buy nothing.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like when people were talking about everything, remember everything went to like rock bottom, they were like, yeah, I'm going to start like, because they had money in stocks. So like, what should I do? And I was telling like everybody, I'm like, get Carnival, But yo, and Carnival finally got up there to like 25, but I really thought it was slow moving to that point, right?
Yeah.
I need an explanation, and it's not just the stuff you're going to say, but how does Royal 280 and I'm sure it has something to do with size of the cruises or something.
Maybe people just kind of feel the momentum, and they think the product's good, and they just are like, they're confident in it.
I guess,
That's
yeah.
all I can think
because
of,
celebrities Carnival's got a bunch of companies. Like Princess is awesome. Like a lot of I'm sure all them other companies are decent.
Canard, right?
Canard, I hear great things about, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So I think the Carnival aspect of it is what brings it down.
Yeah, it's just the Carnival cruises.
Like,
well, maybe that's how they look at it. They're like, we'll wreck this line and we'll.
If Princess had its own stock situation, like if it wasn't a part of Carnival, I'm sure it would be probably doing much better.
Princess?
If they were just alone.
Or like with a couple other companies, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys.
I just don't get it because Princess is really a good.
Another thing about Carnival and this whole Vifp thing we were watching today. They've been planning this, guys, since 2019.
I told you this, though. This is I mean, guys, if you watch this us at all, I've said this. I said do you remember years ago?
Melanie, I told you. This is what I told you I was going to say the other day.
I didn't do it because I'm like.
It's true. I'm not saying it's not true.
I feel like I'm too smart and I don't want to offend anyone of my intelligence.
Like, he's going to talk about how he called this.
Yes.
And you didn't. And
I didn't. Because I wasn't going to do it. You thought I was going to do it. I wasn't giving you that. I wasn't giving you that. But, guys, this is what, there's something out there. Look out there. See that red thing? Look, isn't that stuff that's like coming up on, but it's like, sometimes it's not there, then it's there.
Red tide on.
Is that red tide?
I don't think so. Is it?
Why is it so red?
I can't tell with my sunglasses.
Yeah, look, it's all over now. Like 1 minute it's not there, and then it's like crazy. Sorry. Okay, so here's what I said to Michelle. If you guys paid attention, and everyone knows about this, John Heald complained that people that were diamond were coming into the rooms, putting their stuff down, taking showers, like acting as if like, oh, I can just come in the room now. I don't have to be told anything.
Is that you can get in the room and throw your stuff. You're not allowed to like be like, okay,
yes.
I'm here now.
However, we've done that since like our third cruise. So there was no waiting till we were platinum or anything like that. We didn't even know. We just went in. Somebody would open the door and you're like, okay, well, I'm going in, throw our stuff down and leave.
You can tell when the room's done, or when it's like not done.
Yeah.
If there's papers on the bed and all, they're done in there.
Yes. Yeah. We've never gone in when they weren't done.
No, but you can kind of tell. So I don't know.
So these diamond people, like he's like, oh, these people coming in thinking that, like, I'm like, wow, I've never heard a cruise line like trash like their top tier people.
You need to like respect those people because that's your bread and butter right there.
I mean, I would think so. I mean, I know, for some reason they don't seem to like these or care about these like higher status people. But my thing is, I knew it then. I said to Michelle, I said, how much would I bet? What did I tell you then? They're going to get rid of the diamond program. Yeah. Or what I said was they were going to get rid of like the people easier for the stuff they were doing. Like, in other words, you came in the room, you're gone now, you're out. But why would they do that? You know what I mean? Like,
well, guys, in 2019 on September 1st, okay, John Heald posted a Facebook poll asking people if loyalty should be based on spending. Okay? Not days at sea. Out of 23,000 people, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right? It's a big poll there. 23,000 people, guess how the percent said no?
I saw it was like 80-some percent.
87% said no. 13% said yes. So what does that tell you? Nobody thought this was a good idea then.
Yeah.
They don't think it's a good idea now, and they don't like it.
Well, somebody was just like, this is what we're doing. They're going to have to get over it.
And they will get over it. People aren't going to stop booking. And
I disagree with that. I think a lot of people are going to leave.
They will leave, but they might go back.
Right. But I will say this. One of my customers, I'm not going to say his name. He loves Carnival, loves the paintings. He's going to Hawaii.
Is he ready to go away?
No, but he's not. Like, he's pissed off.
What it's going to do, though? It's going to make Carnival cruisers, okay, think about exploring other lines when they wouldn't be.
Yeah, because now that status is
like no point. They're like
that. Even though wait, we talk like this, but meanwhile we never went to Carnival after we became platinum. We stopped.
That's because we didn't like it anymore.
Okay, but my point is,
you just didn't.
Well, I'm actually trying to make a different point. But what I'm trying to say is, like, there's people that are like, yo, I would love to come over to MSC. How many times I tell people, oh, you got to go to Celebrity, and they go, dude, I'm diamond. Like, why would I leave? And I'm like, you know what, dude? I wouldn't leave either. Or the people that are like, I pay $200 for a cruise. Why would you leave and go to Celebrity?
Well, that's gamblers.
Yeah, but still, like, it's too hard to build that up. Nobody wants to go through the process of building that up with Celebrity. That's why I said Celebrity should know about these people and go after these people and try to get them to come on through cruising or whatever.
The next logical step is MSC.
From Carnival, it is. Yeah.
If you're loyal to Carnival, trying MSC is like the next logical step.
It is.
I mean, obviously, I'll say Celebrity, but price. I think that MSC is cheaper than Carnival, so. I think it'll actually be like a come up.
It's
crazy. Not like a bad thing, actually. Actually, Carnival's actually doing you a solid by allowing you now the freedom to feel like you want to change.
You don't owe them nothing. Like, you don't, like, look, if you lose that diamond status, like, yo, that getting off the ship is my number. Like, us being platinum, I don't care about laundry getting done. I don't care about, I never even do that. But I'll tell you what, when we're leaving and they go, oh, there's a lounge, and guys, just want to let you know, Platinum Lounge, the one time, was a restaurant side, like steps, I think I sat on steps. But there's coffee there, and they walk you right off the ship. And I mean, come on, you guys know. Now, look, cruising's changed a lot. We're not waiting in line for 4 hours to leave a ship anymore, but it still sucks to walk around this. Remember the one Carnival ship, we were like, yo, we're Platinum, and the lady's like, here, come here, and walk us right off.
It's just nice to get what you cruised for. Like, you cruise this many times to achieve this level of service or whatever it is you're looking for out of it, and you know that's the whole point.
Yeah, well, I have something for you that I was wondering. I noticed a lot of younger people, like young, 10, 11, 12. I've seen like things on people's channels where these kids are like diamond because they've cruised like 1,000 times with their grandmom or whatever. Do you think now that them kids are old, they're cruising, getting all these perks because they're diamond, but they're not spending nearly the money, and that's what Carnival's freaking out about? Like, what?
Yeah, because these kids are not going to be diamond no more.
It just doesn't seem like they're giving away enough that the money...
I forgot about the kids. That's wrong. Those kids have a status, and that status is going to be gone.
What's not wrong? They didn't earn that status. It's their parents and grandparents that
but you can't give something and then take it away. If you gave it,
it's true.
Listen, if they wanted to start this, fine. Start it from the day one, whatever day they pick. From here on out, any new cruiser, this is the new rules.
Yes.
Everyone that has their status can maintain their status. But new people now, you're starting, and this is how we're doing it. It's no longer days at sea. It's money you spend, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But everyone else that has actually earned their status, according to the rules that you previously had, should not have that taken away. I feel like you cannot give people something and then take it away. I think it's a bad look for your company, and it's bad business, and I don't like it.
You don't like it.
Right?
That's important.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, it sucks.
Anyway, guys, let's talk about Disney. Okay, Disney is raising their prices in their specialty restaurants.
Why not?
But only on select ships, which I find kind of weird. Maybe they're trying to see if
some restaurants suck.
$5 to $10 upcharge, depending on the restaurant.
What? Wait.
They're going to raise it like $5 to $10.
Like when you go to eat to the regular restaurant,
like 30,
or like a specialty restaurant?
Specialty restaurants.
Oh,
so they're raising their specialty restaurant prices on Disney, only on select ships. $5 to $10 depending on the restaurant, starting on the Wish, then the Treasure, and then the Fantasy in November. So maybe they're just trying it out to see if it stops people from booking or people still booked it like they did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's another thing I always thought, like, charge less for these. Remember when, again,
they're charging more.
Yeah, when we first started cruising, guys, upcharge restaurants were like $8 a person. Now I know that's ridiculously cheap, but when you're just doing like, what do you call it? Crepes. That's pancakes with some blueberry on it. Yeah, it was my favorite, man.
Oh, man.
But after being on
called again?
A bistro on 5.
Bistro
on 5.
If there's anyone
now it's Sushi on 5.
Okay, that went to Bistro on 5 when it existed on Celebrity, knows about it, please let me know, because we need to start a support group for people that miss Bistro on 5 and the old cuisine.
Yeah, Celebrity kind of did it too. Where Celebrity's great in so many areas, they did like that specialty dining. We never go to their specialty dining, except for sushi, which I know. I mean, it's sushi though.
Sushi's cheap on there, and it's good.
But even their sushi menu, like I'm not happy with their sushi menu. There's no. Why is there no like pasta dish that's good? Like why is there no why is there no drunken noodles? Why is there no pad thai? Like I don't get it.
Like a full restaurant. I guess I don't know.
Why not?
They should be.
Hook it up. Let's go.
Oh, we'd go like every day.
It's not cheap or nothing.
No.
I mean, they have my favorite roll that I've had anywhere, which is crazy. The one anyway.
Oh, the Solstice class.
Only the Solstice class
roll.
has
it's
it.
It's a baked
Yeah.
scallop roll, guys.
Best
on
roll.
The Solstice class at Sushi on 5.
Yeah.
The Edge class has raw on 5. And for some reason, they don't have it on the Edge class, which makes no sense.
That's right, they don't.
Because it's the best roll. They have
That's
other
right.
rolls, though. They have different ones. But whatever.
I'm sure all the rolls are good. I like all the rolls. But that
so
one roll is like a whole different ball game.
Yes.
But yeah, what bothers me, though, is like, it's still, when you look at that menu, you're like, all right, I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we're going.
I don't mind going.
I'm going.
I like
the next
going.
time I'm on the Solstice class. Guys, day 1, that's what I like to do. I get on the ship. And I just go right there.
That drink might be the best drink in all cruising I've had.
Oh my god, the spicy mangotini?
That's pretty good. That's top. That's top quality.
You don't know what I bought today.
What?
I needed some more Bloody Mary mix. They didn't. I was like, I have to look at the different kinds. So I went to ABC. I got a different Bloody Mary mix, and they had this like organic. I don't know if it's organic. I'm making that up, but let's say it's organic. Spicy strawberry margarita mix, and it wasn't like cheese ball was like in a glass jar.
That was
like,
all nice.
It looked like nice.
Shell falls for this stuff. It's like all natural.
It wasn't like plastic,
Yeah.
like stamped, like cheese ball looking. You know what I'm talking about, guys.
Yeah.
I want to try it. I can't wait. I'm trying.
I make my own margarita mix. I spent time in Mexico learning margaritas and learning stuff about making margaritas. So like, I'm not gonna go buy somebody's margarita mix.
Okay.
You know, and if anyone wants to know what El Jimador, Cuervo came from, all right.
Chili.
No, I talked to Bobby Cuervo and we came up with it.
Yeah.
That's why it's El Jimador. Truthfully.
Anyway, guys, have a great night. We're gonna relax, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Go watch that documentary.
Please watch it.
What's that? Shark. Looks like shark.
Shark. I don't want to have been